Hello there, welcome back to some more Borderlands 2. In the last episode what we did was we went through a lake and died another time or two, but now we're going to go back to Wormwater because we have quests to do. We're going to make it happen. So, our quests we've got to do are two easy pieces in here. We've got to go to raid the Hyperion Caravan. So let's do that. Without further ado, that lag spike was a real one. I don't know why the fuck that happened, but that's fine. Let's check our... Oh. Yeah, we need like very good shields now for me to care. As the game's loading up, it's the first episode of the day. We're probably going to have these few lag spikes and then it'll sort its shit out afterwards, is what I imagine. Also, that worm from last time has been thoroughly defeated. But he's brought friends. I will not stand for this. There you go. Get out of here. Yeah, so I won't be too far away from having 100,000 HP points worth of health on my boat, which would be pretty cool. And then we'll carry on with this and do stuff. I've been hit. No, just, you know, I don't really... Well, I'll talk about anything. You know the people online or whatever that don't like talking about their personal lives for whatever reason? And try and keep it as separate as possible. I'm not interested in like forging a sort of parasocial relationship where people think that we're friends and everything, but like we don't know each other, so it's a bit weird. I much prefer being honest in that way and saying that, well, we're not explicitly friends. You know, you can talk to me and ask me about anything. As a person, I don't mind. But what I was going to say is, you know, I've been feeling pretty lonely recently. Don't know why. Like, it just goes through pangs. It comes and goes, really. I have moments where I feel like you're alone and it's not very nice, but then there's other times where you're like, oh, well, actually, it's fine. Because you can't have it both ways. That's a much better weapon, so I might actually have to change this for this. What kind of gun is this? An odd one. It has bullet drop. Okay. So it might be hard to get the right shots off with this. Oh. Hello. It's a slag gun. It's an E-Tech weapon as well. But yeah, I've been yeah, just having those little pangs of like, well, it's like when you want all of the good bit with none of the work. I'm really bad at socializing, and I'm also really bad at caring.
You're awesome. We're probably gonna kill each other later, but for now, I just want to say, well done. We only need one more compass piece before we can find the lost treasure. Come on back.
Yeah. So yeah, where was I? About saying, like, it would be nice if I could speak to people. It's more in a relationship sense, I would say, than a friendship sense. That's the sense of loneliness that I'm talking about. But I've also always felt like I don't mind talking about anything. Within reason. I try not to give political viewpoints as much as possible. I try not to talk about things that are going to cause a lot of division. But in terms of, like, my personal feelings or my... just opinions on pretty much anything within reason, I don't mind telling people because I don't have anything to hide and I'm not ashamed of how I think, so it doesn't bother me. Let's go. Food. You need to get out of here. Guns. Die. So I wonder why True Vault Hunter mode, the fight for your life grenade or like dynamite throw does no damage, but in Ultimate Badass Hunter mode it does do damage. I'm not sure, or maybe it just doesn't do damage after normal game, and in post game it's always bad. Because it was specifically mentioned multiple times that the fight for your life where you throw the dynamite doesn't work in True Vault Hunter mode, which is what I'm playing in now to get the level to go up beyond 30. Yeah, I think this is just like glitched. often these dirt holes just don't come back. They just stay gone, which is pretty weird. But alas, it is what it is. Let us continue onwards. Whoop. But yeah, I know there are people who want the separation of person and whatever, but I also, yeah, like I said, I'm very conscious of not giving people the idea that we are like best buds, and I don't want people to feel like they need me to exist or anything like that. Obviously, I don't think that's real right now, but you see online all these Twitch streamers, especially women, have to go through this where people start assuming they're like married or like in a relationship because they were nice to you on the internet, and it doesn't make any sense. But it happens to men as well. Other men thinking that they're like best friends, and women getting emotionally attached to them and all this stuff. It's just scary. I wouldn't want to lead anyone astray. I don't want to feel like I'm manipulating anyone. But at the same time, you kind of like, what else can I like do? I'm not trying to do that. People just think that we're together or something now. It's just odd. But, you know, these are the things that occupy my brain. Instead of improving myself as a human being or anything, I'm like, I'm the sort of person who thinks about everything that could possibly go wrong in a situation about 1,000,000 times over before I think of anything that could go well. Hello, Scarlet. Scarlet has a piece of Captain Blade's compass. Thanks to your work in retrieving 2 more pieces from Sandman in the Hyperion Caravan, only 1 piece of the compass remains. Better get to it. You won't be able to track down the treasure of the sands until the compass is fully restored.
3 down, 1 to... I don't know where the last part of the compass is, but I know someone who might. His name is Herbert, and he lives out in the rust yards. Take that gift box over there.
Okay.
Hold on to that gift and don't give it to Herbert until I tell you to. Now go meet up with him. Off with you now.
Alright. We've got a quest here and then another one here. Hello. Just desserts or for deserters? No, wait. I'll try that again. Just desserts for desert deserters. Fight or die or run away and get killed at a later occasion.
A few of my men deserted the ship when Sandman attacked. Could you kill them, please? Deserters really bug me since I only have 1 rule on my ship. If you join, it's for life. That and no fatties. Sorry, that was supposed to be a joke. Yeah, sorry.
See, it's the kind of joke that I can get behind, although it is still offensive.
That once you get all 4 pieces of the compass, I'll kill you and take it for myself. Wrong. Even once complete, the compass still needs to be taken to a very super secret location before it will reveal where Blade's treasure is buried. You can rest easy for now.
Okay, so you didn't say, no, I'm not going to try and kill you. You said, I'm not going to try and kill you right now. Which is, honestly, fair enough. I wouldn't expect anything less. I can't level up while I'm in the boat. That's fine. I just wanted to check what levels I've got to get to. What I'm trying to unlock next, and etc, etc. That's one of those words that I say weird, even though English is my first language. I know it's etc, but I say etc, like with an X. It doesn't make any sense. That's just how my dialect works. Like saying water rather than water. It's the same thing. Where am I supposed to be going? Oh, I'm in the right place, okay. Yeah, my dialect is just, you know, etc. is just easier for me to say than etc. Don't really enunciate... Oh, I just did then. I don't really enunciate all of the syllables in every word. So mostly I just say things like this. Hopefully I'm still understandable. Because my accent isn't particularly thick or anything. It's like a generic... common British accent. I used to speak much more posh than I do now, but it was kind of bullied out of me as a kid because I'm from a part of the country that is not very well off. But I'd played a lot of video games and learnt all of my dialect from them. So I was like saying words like loquacious and relentless and things that aren't particularly impressive as an adult, but as a 10-year-old with quite advanced vocabulary. So everyone thought, oh, you're fucking one of those twats, are you? And I was like, no, not really, but it doesn't matter when you're a kid, they'll bully you for anything, so. Ah, we're back in the old camp. You got it. Very sorry, Worms, you had to go. Can't believe they expect me to let them live. So silly. Right then. Now we're talking. Oh! Is this explosive? Oh no, he explodes. He explodes. He explodes. Excuse me? If you didn't hear him, he said he'll bash me in my bitch face. I guess it is explosive. Works for me. Yeah, it's a cannon. That makes it even better because it's a rifle that is still explosive, which is just better than the other rifle I had, which is also explosive. A little bit inaccurate, but mostly fine. I like how it has these elevation things, like some guns have, where you can see how far the bullet's going to drop if you know how to read it. I don't really know how to read them, so it's not much use to me, but I don't think it does anything anyway. It doesn't actually help you. It's not an actual rangefinder, that's the word I was looking for. It's not an actual rangefinder, it doesn't help you. You're stuck behind the barrier of safety, so that's no good. Ow, 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 ow. Leave me be, you little bitch. You fuck right off. Be gone. Heathens. I've upgraded a lot of my stuff too. And I've still got my grenades. Don't forget about the grenades. Oh. There's a bad shot. My shield! Oh, my shield! Oh. Hey? Not useful. My antivirus just came to tell me, oh, by the way, I've done a thing. Which is exactly what I needed to hear in this moment, obviously. Come here, Explosion. Also, this fires 2 bullets per shot, so it's a little bit... If we half the damage, it's probably worse than the other rifle, but it does more damage in one hit, so technically better. Though its DPS may actually be worse, is what I'm saying. You jumping down? I wouldn't.
Was my old cook. Tried to poison my food 6 times before he realized I always make my puppies test my food carefully. Sometimes I really miss Bowser's number 7.
You made a dog do it. At least make one of your men do it. Because the poison might have only been strong enough to kill a dog. It might have only made you feel sick. So you've killed your dogs for no reason. If that's the case, is what I'm saying. Let's kill Deckhand. Oh my god, look at this guy. He's got a deck for a hand. Ha. Funny. That's just a joke about how people from California, like Valley Girls, say the word dick like deck. Oh my god, what a deck. What a little bitch. They also say bitch like fetch. It doesn't make any sense. Then again, I say ta-ra. That doesn't actually mean anything. It means goodbye, but it's just a weird way of saying it. So, you know, pot calling the kettle black and all that. Which I think, as a saying, just means don't call someone something when you are indeed that thing. Or don't call someone out for doing something when you do the same thing. Don't be a hypocrite. I think we're all guilty of being hypocritical sometimes. We end up judging people, not realising that either we do exactly the same thing, which is less common, or we do a variation of the same thing, but we consider ours fine because it's us doing it, you know? One rule for me and one rule for thee, sort of thing. Although that saying is usually used when someone else is being unfair to you. But yeah, I could talk about random English shit forever. I've been watching a lot of Japanese speakers try and learn how to speak English, and it's interesting because Japanese is a language where they're very descriptive, but words, the same like kanji, can mean different things. I think hiragana is not so bad, but I'm not entirely sure. But I know that the letters like can mean two different words. So in English it's harder because all of our words like mean specific things. But then we've got words like here or there or whatever that have multiple versions that all mean different things but sound the same, which is really annoying for people who speak other languages. Like, to hear means to, like, listen to something, but to be here means to be around, like, to be present. But they're spelt differently, yes, but they sound the same. So if you only speak to a Japanese person or someone who doesn't speak English, and you say the word here, contextually, even if they understand the language, they might not know what you mean. And I think Japanese is the same, like reading it. Reading Japanese can be the same, where you're not sure. Like, contextually, you should probably you probably figure out what it means, because one will make sense and one won't make sense. But it's probably quite difficult to do. I'm too old now to learn a different language, I think. I learnt Spanish when I was very young, but I've forgotten most of it because I didn't have to actually use it. So I don't know what it is anymore. I can speak a bit of Spanish still, but mostly not very good Spanish anymore. Beginner level shit, you know. You know, you can say hello, how old I am, I'm from here, my favourite colour is this, etc. I feel a certain way, happy, sad, whatever. But yeah, it's not particularly useful. It's not conversational Spanish, let's say. And I think that's all you really need if you're trying to learn a different language. I think all you really need is to be able to conversationally speak the language. You don't have to do it perfectly, and you're not going to know all the different words. I don't know every single English word, and I'm English. I have to look up what some of them mean, or how to spell some of them. But I think as long as you can hold a conversation with someone, and they can kind of get the gist of what you mean, then you're fine. Like, I know that people find English pretty hard. Not if you're from a Germanic language, like German, or Spanish or French, because they're all pretty similar in different ways. The words don't mean exactly the same thing, but the pronunciations are often the same, or like the words have, like, you can kind of read one and approximate what you think it might mean. Like parquet, it's obviously park, or bibliothèque, biblio, to read, library, right? Makes sense. But then the languages that use symbols to mean everything, like Russian, or like the Russian alphabet or the Greek alphabet, or Japanese or Korean or Chinese, for an English speaker is way harder to learn because it's completely different. And so I would imagine it probably works the other way too. If you're used to reading all the symbols and almost like calligraphy, like drawing all the words that you mean, trying to go into, no, we speak phonetically now, is going to be a lot harder. I would imagine. I don't know. I'd imagine. Ah! Nice amplify shield. The shield is better in every way, I'm aware, but I want the elemental resistance because I die a lot. I don't want to be set on fire and killed. If you'd be so kind. Indeed. Right. So deckhand is over where he was, but I should be able to use the shortcut now to get there very quickly. Are the elite cannoneers still going to be around? Yes. The answer is yes.
No, don't do it!
You need to get crits because your my attack isn't that strong. Without all the extra bonuses, but the risk of me hitting myself in the face, my attacks aren't super powerful anymore. I'm not doing 40k damage a melee hit, for example. But I can still do good damage. Like the grenade, for example, does a lot of damage. I can do 40k damage. At least at this level. The higher level I go, the higher it gets. But I'll just need to find eventually all the grenades scale with your level, so that's not a selling point anymore. So you need to find another way to get what you want. That'd be something along the lines of picking the grenade that has the behavior that you want. For example, a transfusion grenade or a slag grenade or whatever. Slag grenades are pretty good. Because if they don't outright kill everything, they will slag all the enemies, and then you can just murder them. It's not guaranteed, mind you. But it usually works. So you're not in the secret bit over here. We've got to figure out what that's for in a minute. Probably next chapter we'll unlock that. Scratching my back, sorry. There we go. Let's open this. Oh, very nice. We like them. Oh. Honestly, I get more annoyed by Americans trying to speak English than I do people from like Spain or Italy or Poland or whoever trying to speak English. Just because Americans should know better. The way they speak, it just irks me. I don't know why. It's irrational, I understand. But it's just like, no. It's not aluminum, it's aluminium. Don't just miss out letters because you felt like it. It's not yogurt. It's yogurt. We invented the language, it's our language. Uh-oh. 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 I'm in a lot of trouble. Kill them. Kill them all. That's better. You'll bitch slap me, will you? That's what we take the,
Remember him? Deckhand always bragged about blowing up an orphanage, which, ugh, I've murdered my fair share of children, but don't brag about it, that's rude.
Toothless Terry. Yeah, I was going to say, that's what I was talking about. That. Oh, what was I going to talk about? It don't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever I was going to say, it doesn't matter.
The golden mallet for the meat.
It's all irrelevant. Yeah, I do have an irrational dislike of Americans. I don't know why. I think it's just hard coded into British DNA. Just can't get along. We have a special relationship if that relationship is trying to mock or ape everything they do, but do it worse somehow. As a child, I used to legitimately think that we were just like better than America in every way, but it's not really true. Being honest, we're better at some things. I think our access to healthcare is better. I think not having to lose your house because you had a heart attack is pretty cool. Yeah, we pay more taxes, but I think that's a fair trade, at least to me. It's some people would disagree, but I think even with health insurance in America, it's not like you're still paying like 20 grand or something instead of 200, but it's still too much. The fact that you can go, an ambulance could pick you up, but they could leave you on the side of the street. I don't know if that's like hyperbole or if it actually happens, but the idea that you could just like, oh well, you haven't got any medical insurance or you haven't got any money, so the ambulance is just going to leave you bleeding out on the street. It's just like, oh, I'm sure that doesn't actually happen, and that's just like a joke that we Europeans came up with. But if it did actually happen, that's pretty bad, right?
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise...
But then they don't need a television license. They don't need a license to watch TV, and we do, so who's laughing now?
I always buy guns you don't need.
Is that a diesel sickle and I just... Diesel blister. Fuel the blood is less. That's the diesel bit then. Grenade capacity plus 6, kill skill duration plus 44%. It's worth less money, so it must be worse. That's how this works.
Don't get
Try not to be killed.
almost dead. I
Oh.
can fix that.
That's very cool. Right,
Bleeding to death. Just
let's go to Wormwater. We have somewhere to be. We've got to warp around. Let me just put my light on 1 second. Hang on. Come on. There we go. Got it. Just have to stretch a little bit. I am 6'5", but my arms are not Fantastic Four levels of stretchy. Can't just boing over to it, you know. Right, so let's go over here. Ah, we need to go through the zone that I was looking at before. Okay. Let us do that then. But yeah, I don't know if I was going to learn another language, what would I be? I'm not really into... I know a lot of Western people are really into the idea of Japan and Japanese culture and all that stuff. I'm not really. I think some of it's a bit antiquated, but also a bit strange. I'm sure our way of being is strange to them too, though, so that's fair. But I don't think I'd enjoy that kind of life. They're very technologically advanced, so the internet would probably be quite good. Which is, if you live your life on social media, would be pretty nice. But I don't really, so that's not really for me. I don't think I'd probably go anywhere else, to be honest. I'm a bit of a shut-in, so I not that I'm happy here, but I just don't see anything else. The hermit is also over there, so I need to find a way in. You got a horn? There isn't a horn. There must be a way in. Is there a ladder? No. What am I missing then? The front door's just locked. So I can't just break in through the front door. Maybe if I get out. There must be a way up. Is that a seam in the world? Is? That's fine. I don't know about you, but I don't often see rocks off of the ground. How did you get down? Could you be so kind as to perish for me? Thank you, I blew up my car. Whoops. Oh, is it just through here? Ah, there we go. Now I can make the dream work. And now I've got an itchy nose. Look. Okay, let's go. We're gonna have to fight many people here. Don't kill me, please. I like the damage I'm doing. It's not perfect damage, but it is pretty good.
I swallowed your soul.
I mean, I can still kill things pretty quick. It's not as quick as I once did, but... What the fuck is that? Something is like shooting me. It's like a ship. No, it's a skiff. One of the skiffs is attacking me. I need to get this killed. Be gone. Thank you very kindly. So, it's a gun turret, yeah. There you go, get out.
I'm losing blood. Give me
Ah,
more.
shit. I should have used my move. I'm going to struggle to kill these guys in time. Gotta be on top of that. I only noticed my health was so low by the time I was one shot away from death. And so I missed my opportunity to kill. And so I will go back below 600 grand again, probably. As is my lot in life.
Thanks for using this Hyperion.
No, okay, I'm still nearly at 700k. As long as I don't die again, I should be okay. It's an invisible wall. How did these gun turrets get put back up? Did someone build them, maybe? I need my health to be in a more central location, very easily seen. Because I'm bad at looking at it, apparently. Also, this gun turret does not seem to care about my existence. More fool it, I suppose. Right, let's go. Eh? Oh, the skiff is back. Oh, all the enemies back, I wonder. That would be odd, because usually it doesn't happen like that. Not unheard of, mind you, but just strange. The Deadeye Gunners hurt a lot. How am I... I swear I shot straight through him. I promise. It wasn't just me being bad. It was partly me being bad, okay? I can be honest with you. You're dead. Die. Thank you. It's always nice when you can just engage with your peers in a friendly way and explode them a little bit. Not massive explosions, just regular explosions. That can murder them, and you'll be happy. Finally. Right, let's go over to here. So this is the switch that opens the gate. If I come from the other side, I suppose. The rust yards. We've got a teleport in.
The guy you're looking for, I brought him on board a few months back because he's stupidly knowledgeable about Captain Blade's treasure. Then I kicked him off because you'll see.
Okay.
Got the money, I'll save
Is he a
you all that
detestable
money.
human being? Because that wouldn't be outside of the norm. So it's got to be worse than that.
Be careful with that.
Oh, if Herbert asks about me, don't say anything.
Right. Okay, so he's a pervert. That's fine. Plenty things worse out there than being a pervert.
Buddy delivered a feast.
The Anchorman.
Go for the glory. It's rampage time.
And a whaler.
Never stop the killing. Never.
Thank you. Kill him real quick. Sometimes I'll use the grenades just to sort of scout where they actually are, because it'll show me where they are when I hit them and the damage number comes up.
I feel a deep, dark horror.
No, less of that. How come you can shoot me through the barrier, but I can't shoot you through the barrier? I probably could if I had a smaller bullet. These guys are just better than me at fighting. Just got a kite. Hit them when I can. Basically. Otherwise I'll be in Pain Town before you know it. No one wants to visit Pain Town. Not unless you've got a pre-planned appointment. You're dead. You love to see it. I'll have a look where the other guy is in a minute. I just want to clear this place out first. Hey! Who said you could do that? This gun's cool, but it's a bit weird. Its hitbox seems a bit big. So sometimes sometimes it's big, but sometimes it's small. Huh? Thought they were immune to melee then, I was going to panic.
I told you what would happen.
You don't want to melee them, but... So, is this guy, he's over there. Okay, so what's over here? Oh no! Oh, it's fine. I was going to say I didn't know what was going to happen. I thought I might have killed myself, but it was going to bounce off. I was trying to get it through the hole. It was a bit optimistic. I remember this place. I do not want to be here if I don't have to be. Goodbye. Got to come here later, and it's a complete pain in the arse, so I'm not going to do that right now. This DLC has definitely bared its fangs at me more than the others, so let's not tempt it into killing me, shall we? Oh, you think we're too easy, oh do you, Joey? Oh, okay, bang. You're now deceased. Enjoy your death. Oh, thank you. Ah, unfortunately, it looks like this is the way I have to go through that settlement. Alright. Okay. That's fine. Until I unlock the shortcut on the other side. Understood. Will do. Right then. Let's rock this bitch. Go to the rusty cog. I forgot about the whalers and the anchormen, to be honest. I only remembered the pirates. But now that I've remembered them, I know they're the worst part. Besides the pirates that heal themselves, they actually are the worst part. The anchormen, they're annoying, but they're not heal yourself for 20,000 damage a hit annoying. Can't do more damage than I have health annoying. Don't know where they all come from. Oh, you are a dumb fuck. You may ask yourself, Joey, what happened there? What's going on in your head with that one? Well, you see, nothing. Only air exists in the space where my brain should be. No. What happened was, I thought, oh, well, they're right down below me, so I'm just going to throw straight down and kill them. That did not happen. What did happen was my immediate and somewhat satisfying demise. I'm glad I got away with it, but I shouldn't have. It was a piss poor effort, for which I am deeply sorry. This guy only really dies if you set him on fire. He seems pretty resistant to the regular fire. You can't hit me from there. But I can hit you. Right. Get over here. Open up all this money box. There might be a video in it too, which is why I'm over here. Or grenades. Grenades is fine as well. Right. Grenades are fine, I should say, because there's more than one of them. Like I was saying, English. It is my first subject, but my first language, but sometimes some of the grammar lets me go by. Right. What we got? We got a few gentle souls ready to meet the sweet embrace of death. I'm gladly give it to them. Come then, fight me. I will get my items and I will kill you. Welcome to Cog Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. Bye bye. Have to kill the cursed pirate before he attacks me. The ninja, not so much. The cursed pirate, definitely yes. They must die. If they attack me beforehand, I will be in big, big trouble. And you. So I immediately go from completely fine to not fine at all. But fortunately, he decided he doesn't want to attack me anymore, so that's all good. Don't ask me why he decided not to attack me. But I'm not complaining, honestly. Uh-oh. Shield back, please. More. Got him. You thought you'd killed me, didn't you? But no. With my 50% extra time of getting away with it, I am alive. And you have failed, you fool.
Heal and rampage.
Yeah. Kill them. You're next, Terry.
Beautiful misery.
I can't remember that deserter's name. It was something unisexual. Taylor, Tanner, something like... I'm really bad killing someone without knowing their name. Terry! It was Terry! Whew, I almost felt guilty there. Looks like that's all of them. Head on back whenever you're ready.
Thank you. I will do that. Thank you, pirate friend. Let's go back to the hermit.
That looks creepy enough to be Herbert's shack up there on that ledge. Take the elevator up, knock on the door, and prepare for a smell straight out of your nightmares.
I would love to do that, but first you need to activate the lift, which should be on the other side of this platform. There's also this box here, which I need to do. Hello there. Give me the goods. It's all money at the end of the day. Let's go get down this lift. Gotta activate the shortcut, then we're gonna end the episode for today. Those are the rules. Okay. Now then. Can I activate this from here? Can. Off you go. Right. I'll see you guys next time when we go and explore the rest of this section. And hopefully not die, but probably will die. Spider Ant Velite. Don't know what they are. New to me. See you guys then. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.